Ooh, yeah! I'm Del J. Gordon, and I want my Joker Joker TV.
Joker, 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 Joker. Joker, 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 Joker,
Moon World Recordings. Moon World Recordings by Eshniner Forest.
Hi-ho, everyone.
Woo!
What's going on? I'm your video jockey this night. You can call me Sir Daniford J. Maximus Esquire. That's my VJ name. I'm sticking by it. In the opening there, we had Eshniner Forest with the track Never Been There. Kind of reminiscent of some Beatles stuff, like Paul McCartney's original Incantation or whatever. I don't know. Got a big show tonight. Del J. Gordon is live in the studio. Finally going to meet him and talk to him and listen to his, I don't know, I'm going to call them murder ballads.
You're going to be playing a show with him coming up, aren't you?
Yeah, and Eshniner Forest, and from that track, he's my drummer. So you'll be able to see him at the same show as well, along with French Exit and Jim Willingham and Del J. Gordon, and that's at Bouvet. We'll talk about that later.
Woohoo!
Big show tonight. We got some new stuff from Emerson, Dameron, Art Paul, Fog Machine, and the project Black Machine, which is another Almost Art thing, and bunch of stuff. And first off, we have Bryant Perez's Something Haunted Band with their video. When was that? Last week?
Friday. They released it on Friday.
So pretty good stuff. Mux is in this, and a bunch of other people. It was beautifully shot, pretty awesome. And so let's go ahead and check that out. We'll be back later.
All right.
just trying to find my own way, my own path in a world full of animals. It's a bloodbath. I'm just trying to find my own way, my own path in a world full of animals. It's a bloodbath. I'm just trying to find my own way, my own path in a world full of animals. It's a bloodbath. Feel it sinking in. Blood runs thicker than my skin. Peel it, bleed again. Leave it burn to ash. I forge a new path. Trying to find my own way, my own path in a world full of animals. It's a bloodbath. I'm just trying to find my own way, my own path in a world full of animals. It's a bloodbath. Been here before, it's a dog-eat-dog world that we live in. Infestation, a bunch of rats and snakes slithering. It's the culture for survival of the fittest. It's the vultures, opportunists are the quickest. Our clock is left and it's on to the next. As we drift and the death lives on and won't rest in the nest of blood and bone. It's never quiet when in my head is a constant storm. And all these fucking wolves are circling my throne. I'm just trying to find my own way, my own path in a world full of animals. It's a bloodbath. I'm just trying to find my, I'm just trying to find my, I'm just trying to find my own way. I'm just trying to find my own way, my own path in a world full of animals. It's a bloodbath. Feel it sinking in. Blood runs thicker than my skin. Peel it, bleed again. Leave it burn to ash. I forge a new path.
Unlock your seductive rays of solar radiance as you level up your electrolyte game and step into a world of sexy sophistication with Sunrise Serenade, an Aurum elixir of pure love set to vitalize and invigorate your beautiful eyes with radiant hydration and a tantalizing tang you can't quite place but already feels like home. Prepare to be enthralled as the molten motion potion dances on your palate, unveiling layers of complexity reminiscent of the finest black tea, accompanied by a sophisticated, subtly sexy, metallic aftertaste. But Sunrise Serenade is not just a drink, it's an experience. Never shaken, stirred, or chilled, Sunrise Serenade marks the dawn of a new, warmer way. Embrace the unconventional. Serve Sunrise Serenade warm. Revel in its rapturous richness and feel the dancing decadence, because every serving of Sunrise Serenade contains flakes of real gold. When you celebrate a personal breakthrough, savor a stolen moment of indulgence, or honor the beginning of a long and delicious relationship, let Sunrise Serenade redefine your perception of indulgence. Sunrise Serenade is intended for responsible adults of legal age only. Please enjoy Sunrise Serenade responsibly and in moderation. Yes, it's my piss. It's pretty damned obvious. I had nothing to hide. I don't tell you what to do. Sunrise Serenade. It's my piss. Deal with it.
I no longer want to have a pet. You are ugly, they make me upset. They're more trouble than the love you get. I no longer want to have a pet. Why don't you want to have another pet? Here's the reason why I no longer want to have a pet. Yeah, tell me why. Because if something bad happens, you have to take them to a vet. Oh, that costs money. And the vet will be free. It's not cheap. And besides that, they poop and pee on everything they see. None of my hat, none of my shirt, none of my pants. And you don't get them fixed. Oh, what'll happen then? And they're a female and they have sex. Oh, wow, they'll get pregnant. You'll get even more pets. Like 5, 10? Not 1 or 2, but a dozen, I bet. Really? Oh, who are you going to give them to? I don't want to have a pet. You know how ugly they make me upset. They're more trouble than the love you get. I don't want to have a pet. And if they bark, you like From the police, you might get a visit, you just might. Hi, I'm the police, you're making too much noise. And if they bite anyone, ow, that hurts. You end up going to court and being sued, won't that be fun? I want 100,000, you bit me, your dog bit me. I no longer want to have a pet. You know how ugly it makes me upset. They're more trouble than the love you get. I no longer want to have a pet.
The waitress kept a side eye on the odd duck at the counter as he stared interminably at the egg she just delivered. Tick-tock, before finally forking the yolks. Her scrutiny distracted from his mission to master lucid dreaming. If he could ignore her looming bulk, surely he'd make the veiled yolks rotate around the chipped platter or break apart on their own. Regime change. Reverberated the dinosaur. He tested everything he looked at to determine if he was awake or asleep, hoping the habit during waking hours would bleed into his REM time. The how-to manual said, pay special attention to objects that recur in your dreams. That's the portal to escape dystopian life. The odds of him being randomly DNA tested were difficult to calculate. Slim, he fervently hoped.
Regime change begins within.
Seek the portal to regime change back.
Midnight breakfast, the most important meal of the day.
2 Sunny's burnt browns. Order up as the yellows oozed over the whites. Odd Duck's Lucid Egg project pounced like a 20-pound pink alley cat. With his back up, he snuck a peek at the waitress, then ventured a test on her garb. Poppity-pop! Her crap-colored uniform turned fuchsia. Like a camouflaging octopus, he had her sprouting 6 new arms. 8 arms, 8 hands, 8 spoons, 8 eggs careening through the diner, past the cherry pie, as 2 red moons rose above the food warmers, drawn on like a cartoon trickster's tunnel. No more walking on eggshells. The waitress catapulted the spoons one at a time to smash eggs against all the boarded up buildings with the word public etched over their doors, which flung themselves open. Her face stayed put.
What up? I was upside down. It's kind of losing my constitution there for a second. But we are back, and after Something Haunted, we saw part 1 from Emerson Dameron's Sunrise Serenade. And how about that? It's his piss. If you didn't catch it, it's his piss. We'll have part 2 later on in the show. After that, we saw Black Masheeen, which is, Arpaul Schlosser, right? Yeah. And then, he's always great. And then Black Masheeen, which is a collaboration between Lisa Black and Fog Machine and Almost Art Video. And that was Midnight Breakfast. And then after that was Flender with their track Jender. And that is some sludgy stuff. And they're from Houston, Texas. And they're going to be playing a show tomorrow night. It's a house show at 364 Barber Street. I'm assuming, if you know where that is, it's open to whoever goes. The show was originally going to be at Flicker, but not no more. Bogbod and Fishbug and Schmuck are going to be playing, and that's a party.
Really cool bands.
364 Barber, that's not too far from here, so yeah, check it out. But maybe you want to go do that later after the Bouvet show. Also on Barber Street, I believe. Next up, we have a track from Jack Curtis Dabowski and his old band from 32 years ago. They're doing this big revival, and they're getting all the members together, and everyone's real excited. He's out in LA, and he's been in the studio, and we've had him on the show. Everybody loves him. He's just very charismatic. So this is the band Helot Revolt. And should I read all that stuff or nah?
Well, he's got a show coming up. Here, let me bring that up.
Oh, wow. The Kid, 6 Reels of Joy, of the all-new live score premiere of the Jack Curtis Dabowski Ensemble. Great. So, yeah, if you're in the Long Beach area, that's where you're going to want to go. Is that right?
Yeah.
Long Beach?
Yep.
Okay. So, yeah, and no Nate Ball.
No.
No Nate Ball in the studio. But we'll have Friends of Aquarius after that. Yeah. So sad.
There's your sad trombone.
So sad.
For Nate.
No Nate Ball. I miss him already.
Maybe he'll be back next week.
I mean, he provides all the food for the set, so I'm kind of hungry right now. But anyway, yeah, let's watch that Hilo Revolt, and then we'll see you later after Friends of Aquarius.
called. It was so nice to hear their voices. It reminded me of a warm place in my heart. Hello, my name is Derrick from Marquardt, the curator of Friends of AQUARIUS. This is episode number 25 on Joker Joker TV. Okay, let's cook.
that gladden the clouds when they fall still. Silence becomes loud. Tell me, is it a sin to be alive? Is it a sin to be they want to cut your wings, keep you in a cage. Perhaps it's golden for this purpose, covered by black veils to silence in darkness your voice. Only the last piece of the sky is yours. Little bird, rise
6:35 Uhr, meine Hand auf deinem Rücken. 6:35 Uhr, ich liebe dich. Meine Hand auf deinem Rücken. Meine Hand auf deinem Rücken. Ich liebe dich.
friends.
If I do it, I might not be able to pull it off. Oh, hello. We're back. That was Friends of Aquarius from our Berlin correspondent, Sean Derrick Cooper Marquardt, sending all the latest stuff that he's discovered on that other continent so far away from us in the Wonderlands. But that was pretty cool, and I'm pretty excited because Rick just arrived not too long ago in the helicopter, and Dale J. Gordon is in the studio, and we're all excited about that. So, we're going to be playing a show, blah, blah, blah. Let's just go ahead and bring him in all the way from Nashville, Tennessee. Dale J. Gordon and Ashley Ashley.
Well, she used to be Roth, but now she's Gordon.
There we go.
There you go.
We took her and we stamped the name on her.
So, we've been playing a lot of your videos the past coming months from all these recordings that you've done for a brand new album that's come out today called It Doesn't Light. And there it is. Pretty excited about this. There's the back of it. Where's that other camera? There you go.
It reflects light.
Reflects.
Ooh. Look at that.
And that's looking good. So, we've been playing these videos, and you're a singer, songwriter, and filmmaker. And Ashley's been in a lot of your videos. I've been telling people your band is like murder ballads, mainly because you killed your wife more than 2 times at least.
Somebody dies in every video.
Somebody dies. So tell us a little bit about your process and on that video making element.
For like the Gunpowder Burns video, we just kind of chatted back and forth about different ideas, and we both work a lot, so overtime. So squeezing in the time to do it was the toughest part, really. Having the ideas was kind of easy, but getting together, talk about different ideas, and then the day of the filming, you need to fit it all on one piece of paper, and you need to go out and get all those shots, and just knock them out, and then you run into problems every once in a while, but and then you make something else up on the spot. But Ashley can tell you a funny story about the video.
The trash bag?
Yeah, the trash bag.
Yeah, I want to hear about the trash bag.
We're doing all the things. We're trying to do them very, very quickly. And then at one point, it's a dragging, right? And so hold the camera out. And I was wearing very short shorts. And when you're getting dragged across the grass, those shorts go up, up, and up. And so the whole time that it's being filmed, you're supposed to be upstairs like, a wedgie, please
and
stop.
she got a wedgie from hell.
Yeah,
oh, man.
And a veggie.
And so when you're planning things out, being meticulous and stuff, I don't like to do that. I like to leave room for the magic to happen, because I couldn't have ever written, wedgie happening in there if I thought about it for 6 months.
For sure.
But that part did get cut out, but it is in like a bonus feature.
And the bonus.
Yes, the behind the scenes, the bloopers.
So now when you watch it, you just go, I wonder when the wedgie happened exactly.
Yeah, I'm going to have to rewatch it again. We're talking about the video for Gunpowder Burns.
Gunpowder Burns.
And look that up. There's a ton of videos on your YouTube. And also a ton of albums I've noticed on Spotify. Like, how many albums would you say that you've recorded?
I mean, I think in my life, I got an early start on that. So I started 4-track recording when I was about 15 or 16. And I was doing like a karaoke recording before that. So I think it's in the neighborhood of 20 or 30.
20 or 30. So
albums worth. Now, when it comes down to, is it worth remixing and remastering some of that material and putting it out officially? I haven't done that to everything, but I have spent a few years going back and tweaking things, because I recorded to analog, tape,
Right.
and it degrades over time. So racing time and getting those digitized properly so that they can be listened to was part of the mission.
Right.
The
And then
last
the
few years.
technology gets better too.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
The Dead Bug collection has a bunch of recordings from like high school era. And
There's three volumes of the Dead Bug collection, 12 tracks each, and that ranges from, I think I'm 17
Wow.
is the youngest, to I'm 43 now. I don't know, 38, something like that. You know.
Right. So very prolific.
So I've always just recorded
dedicated
in
your
whatever
life.
house I lived in with an
Yeah.
4-track tape first, then an 8-track digital, and I check into studios every once in a while too. So you know, if I want to, not have to push all the buttons and mix everything. But I am an engineer. But sometimes I'm like, I want someone else to do that so that I can just focus on that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe officially online there's like, I think 12 albums, something like
Wow.
that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're from the Nashville area, correct? How is it? How is it like? Does it feel competitive being a singer-songwriter in that historical?
It would be competitive if I made the same kind of music as the majority of people that are there, or they move there to make a certain type of music. A lot of music publishing gets done there, and so there's this whole strip called Music Row, and that's the publishing houses. But those are the, mainly they publish the top 10 hits or number 1 hits, and I don't know what's going on in that world. But every once in a while, I'll check in on the radio. I'll just be like, so what are they doing over there? And it'll be beer and my lover, driving down the dirt road, bombing into do, and they'll put it to a hip hop beat now.
Oh yeah.
So it's really about a product. But and the best part, my favorite part, I love this. So when you got a song that just says beer truck, gun, right?
Yeah.
You look at the writing credits, and it took 6 of them sometimes
Wow.
to come up. It took all 6 brains in a room and just smoke spewing out. Going, I need a word that rhymes here. Well, I don't know, Billy. How about maybe can you rhyme? Can I say the F word on here?
Oh yeah.
Does duck rhyme with fuck? I don't know. Get the glossary to the thesaurus out and see. So there's a lot of that going on. If that's what you do, then that's fine. I love them for that. But
I love that.
I come from more punk rock roots where.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's another thing about this.
So you're just like making fun of those people.
Yeah. But so some people, they move to Nashville with like 1 to 3 songs, right? And they've only been playing an instrument maybe for 6 months, a guitar, and they just kind of thumb through the couple changes, but they've got the words and the music, and they're very sure that if someone can just take this half-ass attempt at crafting something and put it in the studio with all the best pickers in the world, my violin player used to play with Garth Brooks. Oh, you hear all this name dropping and shit, and they think if you just stick all that together that you get this big hit, and sometimes you do, But so the groundwork's not really there, and coming up and like playing in dingy basement clubs and house shows. We all just had songs. It never occurred to us to go stick it in a lottery somewhere and try to make $1 million. If you didn't record it yourself in your punk house, then you went to a cheap studio and you got it out, and you burnt CDs and you made tapes or made albums, and you got it into the hands of the people, and that's who it mattered to.
Yeah,
but instead, what I'm seeing is like commercialization of music. So is it really music, or are they just songs? And is there a difference? I got way too philosophical on that.
Yeah,
one.
I mean,
me off.
They have computers that can do that now.
The clicky.
I sound full of hate, but I just did that 3 hours of Atlanta traffic.
Oh
okay?
yeah.
I was cussing, but I'm through it now. I'm happy to be here.
It'll bring the devil out.
In Nashville, there's always this expectation, though. Everybody moved there for that same singer-songwriter stuff, and it is funny because you don't sit on a bar stool with your your acoustic guitar singing the same 4 lines over and over and over again.
I don't want to hate on anybody.
No.
But
fun. I find it fascinating.
My point, I guess, would be that after living there for 10 years and playing the places that I play, which is in different parts of town rather than downtown, where not only do you just play country, but you cover songs, you countrify a Tom Petty song, or and you get paid really well to do that. And that's what they'll talk about. They'll say, oh man, I don't care, I won't play this stuff till I die because I'm making $400 a night. And if you're playing original music, if you get if you break $100 at a show, it's amazing. And then anytime, another thing with punk rock ethic is, if you're the hometown band and there's touring acts coming, it's like we'll give up what the door is to make sure these guys can keep being on the road. And then whenever you go on the road, they return the favor. And I don't see that ethic with the music industry in Nashville.
Definitely not.
And
Murfreesboro is pretty good.
They still have it there, though.
Yeah.
The house show circuit. I've played there, and I always had a good time.
Yeah, for sure. I love Murfreesboro. It's kind of hard to say, but nice place.
And then I lived in New Jersey for 10 years, in Trenton, New Jersey, and they had a really good music scene, very diverse scene. So you had punk rock mixed with rap on the same bill, and metal, and some songwriter stuff. And we all coexisted very well, and we all respected what we did, and the bands lived together in houses and stuff. But it's the magnifying glass of the music industry hasn't gone to a place like that, like they did in Seattle with the grunge, and said, let's milk this for all we can, because it's almost like that's a sacred little plant just growing by itself, and it's only got a certain amount of berries, and people, it can feed everybody if everybody just takes their time taking it. But once the big man, Mr. Big, comes knocking on your door, he wants every last one of them, goddammit, and he owns the seeds. Son of a bitch.
Yeah,
God, I'm full of vitriol today.
Copyright on the melody. So if you want to do if somebody in the future tries to write a song that's similar, it's like, you can have that for $20,000 or whatever.
So only recently, because my genre, I switch genres all the time. Well, that's career suicide,
Right.
But I grew up with Butthole Surfer albums where every song was different, and the early Beck stuff where it's like, what is this?
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
and countless others. So, and those bands were never afraid to take a chance, because what were they really risking? Like career failure? Like if people like one thing you do, now you're just going to do that forever because you don't want to take a chance.
Right, you got to do what you love, really.
And I hear that a lot too with career artists in that area that I currently reside. That they once they hit on something that either sells or now they have an audience, they're going to stay right there, and they've got a lot of people in their ear, saying, "Hey, you did a distorted guitar on that last song, and that was a little too edgy. You're going to lose people. You're going to lose people." Yeah. You're like, well, maybe I'm going to gain a couple people
for sure.
by putting some hair on the balls of this guitar. God forbid. I say all that to say, only recently that I really discovered the term outsider music, which would be, your Daniel Johnston and your Kimya Dawson and like Moldy Peaches. And I don't make sense to a lot of people, and I get that. And what I do doesn't get very popular. And if it ever did, it wouldn't do it very fast. And it definitely wouldn't be fast enough for some guy in a three-piece suit to make a quick dollar. So I'm just like, I'm not concerned with it. But what I do like working towards, and like why I would drive all the way here, is like when people resonate with what you do, like go to them.
Yeah,
because I love as soon as I saw how the show ran, and and I talked to Mux back and forth, I was like, these guys are we got the same antenna up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that means more to me than any of that.
The first video that I saw, you did animation, stop motion animation.
Stop motion, yeah.
So is like that something that you're like into too? Like
I would love to do a full-length feature.
How long did that video take to make?
7 months.
Wow.
With a 3-person crew.
Mm-hmm.
My bedroom was the set area. I had to walk past it every day and make sure I didn't bump into it, because you'd have to start all over.
Yeah.
Oh, you lose your mind with stop motion. Because all it takes is one nudge, and 6 hours of filming is completely down the drain. Who bumped it? It wasn't me.
Right.
It wasn't me.
Right.
It was fun.
Yeah,
but we all, individually, we lost our minds at different intervals of the 7 months. But and it was for 5 minutes of footage.
Yeah, you have to kind of like achieve some level of madness before it's right,
But the camaraderie.
If you don't go mad doing it, then maybe it's not worth it.
And the bond trauma bond, basically is what we did. The brotherhood that came out of it is
you all have the same PTSD of bumping a table.
Yeah, and those the two friends, Rob Stewart and Hunter Andrews, that I did the stop motion with. We're still friends, but we're all very busy in different ways. But when we see each other, we say hello and how's it going with this new stuff, but every once in a while you get that 50-yard stare.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, remember that? I was like, yeah, I remember that. Why did we do that to ourselves? I don't know. And then, you put it online, it gets, 14 views in 6 months, but that obviously is not important.
It's a beautiful video.
A lot of those creatures have made cameos, though, in other videos.
Oh,
the
right.
creatures are still around. Yeah, there's a bag of them.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, Mux was wondering if you were like making toys or something out of.
No, I've never made toys.
We make toys, so we thought, oh, you could make resin copies of this and sell it, and promote the.
That could be a new fun merch thing to have at shows.
I mean, I would. So the plan on
sure.
this album is to shoot a music video for every song, and so we've got 6 down, 3 to go.
Right. So it's a 9-song album, and there's videos for Pretty Things, Gunpowder Burns, Shit Pennies, and what else?
No Fans.
No Fans.
So that leaves.
Hilda.
What does it leave? Hilda.
And then Fairly Ash.
Fairly Ash and Satan's Mother.
Cool.
Which we just got married, and
congratulations!
was it 3 weeks ago now?
We don't. Who knows?
I
It's like
just
about a
assumed you
month.
had
But we
been
do have
married,
an
though.
idea for the Satan's Mother one already.
Yeah.
So but.
Cool. So
That's fun.
Once again, that's "It Doesn't Light" by Del J. Gordon, aka Dale Grover Jr. What was the other name somebody called you?
Dale Gordon Jr. Earnhardt III or something like that.
Yeah, that's what you get for living in Nashville. So yeah, this is a beautiful album, and we're going to hear some tracks off of this tonight in just a few minutes. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Me and Mux had talked about briefly about doing a giveaway of some sort, which
okay.
I'm perfectly down to do. I don't know if you have a number you want to call or something, but someone wants a vinyl or a digital copy. What would you do? You'd ask them a question?
I don't know.
That anybody could find on Wikipedia?
First one to comment. Let's see.
Or answer a question, whatever.
All right. Well, is anybody paying attention?
Yeah, in the chat.
First one to comment.
You're good at this. Think of a question
let's
that
see.
they could answer. I know they'll get that phone out. They'll find the answer.
Think. Okay, so how
It's
maybe
not the same as the 80s game shows.
Like, which one of these songs would you make a stop motion video for?
Okay.
Don't get me into that. I can't do it right
but
now.
we're not going to do it. But which one would you do?
That one's tough. I would have to listen to the whole album to
or name
to decide.
What's the very first stop motion movie?
Wow.
I have to think for a second too.
These are hard.
Mux, I don't know. We have to do first one to comment.
We'll figure it out.
First one to say.
First one to say I want it.
First one to have
you
a
can have it.
There we go. First person.
Vinyl, or CD, or digital. What do you want?
To say.
We're
Give it to
looking.
me in the
Yeah,
chat.
give it.
And that's got to happen before the end of the show. And so, yeah, we're going to play in the studio. And then tomorrow, we're playing a show at Bouvet with French Exit and my band. Well, not my band. I play in the band, Burley Ivy. And that starts at, I don't know, what time is it?
Starts at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Oh, Fog Machine gets it.
Fog Machine.
Fog Machine.
Great. Now we have to send it all the way to Joshua Tree.
Is it in Joshua Tree?
Yes.
Cool.
But, it's yours, and we're glad to do it because, you're the man. All right.
He'll talk to Mux about an address or something?
Yeah, we got
nice.
it. I think we already. Whatever. You got it, bud. All right. So, yeah. And,
Tomorrow night's going to be fun.
Tomorrow night will be fun. Everybody who wants to go or don't. I mean, it's going to happen, and it's going to be amazing either way. But tonight, just now, in a few minutes, we'll have Del J. Gordon playing live in the studio there. So everyone, stay tuned. And here we go. Get this album.
This one or this one?
I want both them guns, son. Mux.
All right, we need to switch over to the other room.
Yeah.
Did that flow all right?
I think so.
Well, hello there. I'm Del J. Gordon, and I want my bumper TV. I'm Del J. Gordon, and I want my bumper TV. I want my Joker TV.
Do you or a loved one have IDL syndrome? Greetings, consumer. Are you a fellow working class ant who, after a long shift at the gummy bear factory, is sick of hearing some homogenized, coffee shop singer-songwriter John Mayer, Jack Johnson wannabe bullshit like?
Walks into the cafe. I look up from my phone.
Well, good news. It Doesn't Lie is just for you. Do you dig graves for a living and think to yourself, oh, the irony? But you turn on the radio only to hear mass-marketed, overproduced, horseshit, anthemic country songs like...
I got my beer and I got my truck. Got my girl and I got my gun. Got my beer and I got my truck. Got my girl and I got my gun. I got my beer and I got my truck. I got my girl and I got my gun. Got my beer and I got my truck.
Good news again! Dale J. Gordon's new album, It Doesn't Lie, is just what the doctor ordered. Available on vinyl, CD, and all streaming services right now. Featuring 9 brand new tracks forensically written, performed, engineered, and mixed by Dale J. Gordon himself. He utilized state-of-the-art 24-track digital technology and incorporated elements of the analog mediums that we grew up with and loved to create a sonic tapestry that you surely won't forget anytime soon. It Doesn't Lie is guaranteed to satisfy your desire for something different in a good way, and your need for that same familiar shit in all the worst ways. I don't know, maybe cut that last line out.
The rest of his days felt like mowing the lawn, barefoot in a blizzard at night. The rest of his days felt like mowing the lawn, barefoot in a blizzard.
I don't remember none of it, any of it, Bubs. It's any of it, not none of it. You see, the preposition... Oh, yeah, real cheese, maybe? Growing up in the country down in West Virginia, we only had 2 kinds of cheeses growing up, yellow American and white American. Just after high school, a new cheese called provolone came out. It was only when I moved to the big city that I found out about all the other cheeses. And it's cheese, Bubs, not cheeses plural. You see, there's... okay, Doc. Doc, you see, sometimes we have money, we get a little Caesar's pizza. I like it a lot, Doc.
cheap motel soap, or a bowl of cold unsweetened oats, empty beer cans and full ashtrays fill his room instead of friends these days. He's got less flavor than those Body of Christ wafers served by the Catholic Church fornicators. He's broke more often than the ice machine. His soul's stained worse than the bed sheets. Why does everything have to be so hard? Why does everyone try to bleed my time? And why does nowhere sound so divine? Well, he bitched about the price of rope that he bought to tie around his own throat to hang himself from the rafters that broke. Anyway, the rest of his days felt like mowing the lawn, barefoot in a blizzard at night. The rest of his days felt like mowing the lawn, barefoot in a blizzard at night. The rest of his days felt like mowing the lawn, barefoot in a blizzard at night. Hell yeah! Thank you for having me, Joker Joker TV. Thank you, Athens, for letting me inside. I feel good. I appreciate Athens people and the whole Joker Joker TV audience embracing the music and the music videos that's cranked out here in the last, I don't know what. I feel like next time I come back, they might give me the keys to the city. Is that still a thing? Do people do that? Cool. Here's a song about making stuff for a long time, and then one day it hits you that maybe you don't like it as much as you used to, but then you wonder if it's just because nobody cares that you do it, and you try to get back to the place where you made it even though you knew people didn't care, and you didn't care that people didn't care. Whew. It doesn't light up the same part of my brain that it used to. That's sad. It doesn't warm the same part of my heart like it once did. Well, that's too bad, 'cause the world doesn't have any use for my musical contributions. And I'm glad, 'cause if they finally liked a song, they'd expect me to actually play it every night till I'm dead. After which they'll refer to me as that guy who sang that one song that they used to love at first, but now they can't stand to hear anymore since it got so overplayed for years. So now when it comes on the radio, It's funny that you mentioned that because is there a word for when something's funny and sad at the same time? Tragic. Well, tragedy? Tragic. I mean, I had me a thesaurus, you know, back in the day when I was a kid, and I don't remember seeing it in there. In a dictionary. Woo. Gunpowder burns.
Buck naked, day drinking in my boots, trying to rip your roots out of my mind. The feds will find you just as I left you. They'll be beating down my door any day. Gunpowder burns on my sleeve. It came down to you and me. Smell of your cheap vodka still on our sheets. Gunpowder burns where your smile used to be. Too much got and not enough cash. Had a scraping change for cigarettes. Digging through the couch cushions with you. Well, I got sick of splitting our packs in two. Gunpowder burns on our sleeves. It came down to you or me. Smell of your cheap vodka still on our sheets. Gunpowder burns where your toothless smile used to be.
Not hitting all the perfect notes and stuff and worrying about everything being perfectly presented and properly produced. It's just, there's no punk rock in that, and you gotta deal with the noise and all that stuff today. And it's punk rock until it happens to you.
Gunpowder burns on my sleeve. It came down to you or me. Smell of your cheap vodka still on our sheets. Gunpowder burns where your smile used to be.
We'll take her down a notch. How am I on time? 2 more?
Yeah, 7.
Perfect.
10 more. 16.
That was Motel Soap from It Doesn't Light, out today. That was It Doesn't Light from It Doesn't Light, out today. That was Gunpowder Burns from It Doesn't Light, album out today. This is Good Enough from an album called Folk Art Law. Kind of a staple of mine because I open shows with it because I usually don't forget the words of the parts. So let's try it. Well, I'm not good enough at dancing. I'm not good enough for handsome, so I'll never be. Wow, I see I messed it up. Let's do it. I'm not good enough at dancing. I'm not good enough for handsome, so I'll never be good. Wow, you did it again. You only got one more song left. You keep screwing up. All right. Well, I'm not good enough at dancing. I'm not. Wow, he's amazing at this. Oh my God, should we cut it out? People are gonna know he's not perfect. Oh. I'm not good enough at dancing. I'm not good enough for handsome, so I'll never be good enough for them. Well, I'm not good enough at dancing. I'm not good enough for handsome, so I'll never be good enough for them. Well, if I hold down a job, it don't keep me up on my feet long enough to do the strut of success. Well, I'm full of shit and a million excuses, alcoholism and drug abuses, so I'll never be good enough for them. Well, I'm not good enough at dancing. I'm not good enough for handsome, so I'll never be good enough for them. Well, I'm not good enough at dancing. I'm not good enough for handsome, so I'll never be good enough for them. Yes, I had to leave them all behind. Yes, I had to leave them all behind. Yes, I had to leave them all behind. Have a nice time, have a nice life. Yes, I had to leave them all behind. Yes, I had to leave them all behind. Yes, I had to leave them all behind. Have a nice time. Have a nice life. Well, if they don't bow down to the first 6 Sabbath albums, I'm a lot better off without them, and they'll never be good enough for me. Well, if they don't bow down the first 6 Sabbath albums, I'm a lot better off without them, and they'll never be good enough for me. Yeah, they'll never be good enough for me.
Sister Gail, we went to live with Mom and Mom's boyfriend and his 6 daughters out in the trailer up on the hill back there. Now, Gail J is your full-blooded sister, your younger sister. Am I remembering correctly? Yeah. First we moved there in that trailer, and then we moved to a real little house, then to a different trailer after the second trailer burnt down, and then back to the first trailer again. That's a lot of moving around for young children, Bubs. That's a lot of trailers, don't you think, Doc? More than I've ever stepped foot in, yes, Bubs.
Satan's mother loves him just the way he is, horns and all, tempts the children into doing what comes naturally. Satan's mother calls him every day, just checking him. Satan's mother loves him just the way he is, tail and all.
A big two-story old house with white paint that chipped off and fell all over the porch, yard, and sidewalk. Some of us kids running around barefoot, we cut our feet on some pieces because they were real hard and sharp. We get in trouble for getting hurt all the time. On real hot summer days, I'd sit in the yard and play with them because they get soft and gummy-like and stretchable from the sun. But then I'd hear him yelling. He's yelling, "Sissy boy! Sissy boy, what are you doing out there, sissy boy? Sissy boy!" And who was yelling sissy boy, Bubs? Mom's boyfriend. Mom's boyfriend, Doc. He'd get real mad anytime he caught me doing things that weren't manly or sports. I'd think, "Oh, no, don't come get me." And he said, "Get over here, boy. Get over here." And he didn't like me playing with bugs or pretending with my Ghostbusters or...
Hello, Joker TV. This is Sean Robert saying you're the best in the world. Watch now.
Welcome to a warm, intimate new world of tantalizing tang.
There's nothing quite like the taste of indulgence.
Dive into the pleasure, the tickle of the bubbles on your tongue.
Oh, baby, that's so smooth.
Feel the fluid flow and let your desires take flight.
Care to join me?
Sunrise Serenade. Yes, it's my piss, but it's not just my piss. Don't act like you don't know, ho. You like it like I do, nasty.
Here's to the morning after.
Sunrise Serenade, where decadence meets the dawn. Please, guzzle my piss responsibly.
I'm Emerson, Dameron. I'm a dark romantic, and I love you personally. I want to be wanted desperately, obsessively, to experience carnal ecstasy, true freedom, and peace with the universe, and I want my Joker TV.
A few seconds. Here,
Here I go again on my own. What's up? That last track was Frederick Iriarte from Sweden. He's a Swedish guy. The video was done by Katarina Andersson. And then before that, we saw part 2 of Emerson, Sunrise, Serenade. And before that, Mutant Beatniks. And then J. Gordon was live in the studio, and that was amazing. Once again, come see us and Dale play tomorrow night at Bouvet. Album release show. Get one of them albums. One of these. This one is going to Fog Machine in Joshua Tree, California. There you go. But you could get one at Bouvet. So, yeah, come down and check it out. It's going to be a whole different experience. What else? Oh, yeah. Go to that address. Bam, there you go. And that's pretty much the show. I think that before we do this last thing, I want to remind you about the party at Johnny's Ramp tomorrow, featuring Rat Babies, Organically Programmed, The Flying V, and Wet Flicks. And then also Jim Willingham, who is the singer and songwriter in Burley Ivy, will be there playing some solo songs. And bring your skateboard, because that's what it's for. And somebody's birthday also. Who's that birthday? Kristen's birthday. Hurrah! Happy birthday, Kristen. All right, before we sing it out with Jender, I wanted to tell everybody, I'm going to preface this by, I get mistaken for people very often. Some guy in the gas station asked me if I was Rick Rubin. I'm not sure how I feel about that. But here it is, yeah, Celebrity Doppelganger. And this week on Celebrity Doppelganger, we have singer-songwriter, what's the dude's name? Fuck, I forgot his name. Max Cavalera. You may know him from bands like Sepultura. But there he is. He and I, same guy. I use his ID sometimes. My accent's not Brazilian, so sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But if somebody's like, you look familiar, I'm like, yeah, I'm Max Cavalera from Sepultura. And they believe me. So there we go. There's that. And special thanks to J. Gordon and Mux for running the board, and T-Chod for running the sound. And we got some flyers we're going to show you. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Oh, wait, one more thing. Oh, yeah. Next week in the studio will be Sun Gong and Black Cat Rising. And we'll be talking to the Athens Film Festival, which is coming up soon here in the Classic City. So, yeah, tune in for that. And until then, see you at the show.